Bonjour, beautiful humans.
Bonjour.
I am here with Serena from Cosmic Blue. We've met up in France.
Yeah.
And we're going to do a reading for you. We were talking. I was sorry, my heart just exploded. I was like, we were more than talking. We were like sharing and doing what people do when they can love each other and get together and like literally heal each other just by talking with each other. And then through our talking, we decided that we would love to do a reading for you all that is based around the theme of here is some guidance for helping you break a negative pattern. How does that sound? Because what we're going to do for 4 groups, we're going to read for 4 groups, and I'm going to get 4 cards to help you all decide and choose which of the 4 groups you feel most drawn to. And then, and then Serena will pull some cards and I will pull some cards, and we'll look at what is this pattern that we're talking about? What area of your life? By the way, we just did it for each other and we're like fucking before.
We're even tired.
I know, we just like had to take a pause because we were like, okay, let's practice this and we'll do it for each other. And then afterward we're just like,
oh, I want to go to sleep.
I know, we're like, we need to integrate this. So
we're tired after that, but
it will probably be powerful, just fair warning. So we're gonna pull some cards. This is the pattern that we're talking about, the negative pattern. God, it was so moving. And then we're gonna, I still feel it. We're gonna put those cards away, and then we'll get new cards, as in like, here is what will help you move into a different pattern. Therefore, break the old, but like move into the one that would be better and work more and healthier. That's what we're going for.
Okay.
I'm gonna get 4 cards.
Yeah.
And we'll
4
see.
different piles.
Group number 1.
Yeah.
Oh, crazy. This is the one that...
The one that came out for me?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Group, where are we? There.
Okay.
Waxing Crescent Moon with focus, conceptualization, and strategy. You're group number 1. And then I'm also going to take a picture of these cards, and I'll do a little bit like in the video after this intro so you guys can stare at them and help you like guide your way into which energy you feel most drawn to. You know how these pick a card readings work. Group number 2, Aquarius. Innovative. I was like, I can't read that. Rational, humanitarian. I can't read rational.
Okay.
And then group number 3, Psyche. With soul, consciousness, and mind. Ah, merci, mon ami. And then group number 4, Leo. With courageous, regal, and loyal. Leo.
Wow.
I know. Genau. Okay, so those are the 4 groups. Feel your way. We're dealing with patterns, a negative pattern that we can help you with through tarot and what we channel through tarot and our gifts. And we'll see a way to a more positive one, a healthier one, okay? Head to the timestamps, fast forward. We'll see you there in your messages. Bonjour, beautiful humans. In group number 1, you all were drawn to Close.
Sorry. I'm learning.
I just referred to her as Vanna White, the pretty one who holds the cards.
I'm going to do that for the whole video. Yeah.
Yes, you all were drawn to the waxing crescent moon. So these are your pattern breaking, pattern shifting, pattern leaving and changing messages for you all, okay? We have your cards here about what we're dealing with, what pattern we're talking about. And again, we're dealing with something that has to do with your strategy for approaching something, your conceptualization of it. I have these 3 cards, the Empress, as well as the Medicine Wheel, as well as I am becoming a better person.
And I have the 5 of Wands and the 10 of Wands.
And right away I was feeling this energy of wounded mother kind of a vibe, like whereas you are behaving as, I gotta say this, you are behaving as your wounded mother, and there's something about, it's not the, I kind of want to say it's not the time or the place to do that anymore. Like it's almost as if you're behaving as the wounded mother from a different era or a different culture.
Drop it.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
so, like, the pattern that we're talking about is basically, it's carrying everything on your shoulders. And it's, like, especially in challenges and in conflicts, like, you're the one who everyone can go to be able to, like, hold them, to fix it. You always are there for them, like the shoulder to cry on, as well as the nurse to put the Band-Aid on their wound and cook them the meal. There's something about that, whereas, like, that feels as if, like, it just feels like wounded mother. It's not getting you anywhere, and it's essentially and especially, like, this 5 of Wands, 10 of Wands, is it's like overworking, overburdening you. And it feels like, I don't know, there's this energy of, there's an awareness in you of, you would do more if you could. So then that's why this is a negative pattern, is it's because I feel like Serena and I are people who kind of, like, for a person who has that kind of a heart or a will or a choice pattern of, like, I do want to give, I do love giving, like, it means the world to me. I've had so many conversations on this journey with people who are likewise, like, I love giving, but when I'm, like, in this, like, I'm like, I can't, it's so much. There's something about how we're about to put these cards away, get new cards, and show you, here's something that will help you get to give more. Here is, like, a different pattern to where you, like, when you're approaching your life and you're thinking from this frame of reference of what I'm calling the wounded mother kind of thing. Let's give you a new one.
Yeah.
What are you seeing? No, do it.
No, for me it was that thing, like, drop it. It's just like you're going in this, like, I see, like, a fire, and you're, like, putting more, what's the name for the wood you put on fire?
Fuel. We can just,
fuel,
because fire will eat a lot more than just wood. Putting more fuel on the fire. I mean, we can say logs on the fire, or kindling, or gasoline.
So you're just doing that.
Wow.
That's what I feel.
Oh, we just talked a lot about codependent patterns and how draining they can be without realizing it. Like, you like, I feel like your energy really in this pattern, you really want to be able to realize, like, how can I help more people? But it's something about the way that you help people right now makes it so that they're kind of constantly, I don't know, it's this energy of, like, I don't know yet.
I don't know. All this fire is like you're building this and burning out, and it's burning. Don't do that. Like, it's a lot. Yeah. It's conflict.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're pausing. We're back we're back with guidance and advice. Okay, we're gonna show you the cards. I pulled this 4 of Cups, as well as I hide behind material things, as well as the Crow, and then Serena,
the Star, and the Fool.
Do you want to say it in German? Because it's a German deck.
Der Stern und der Fool. I don't know.
It's just the Fool?
This is not German. This is English.
Why do they do that?
This is an English deck.
Oh, this is an English deck. There's 2 different decks. I was like, why did they leave the Fool as English? Your message, what I saw straight away, is kind of a little bit of a step-by-step process. Is a little bit interesting. It's sort of saying that you need to gather material things to you as resources in whatever way you can. It's kind of like, I want to say this, it doesn't sound healthy, but I know it is. Like, even without anybody looking, like, you don't, maybe this is why it's healthy. You don't have to explain yourself to anybody. But if on your own you choose to take part of your salary and not gift it to the family pile or the community pot, but put it in your own savings account, that's what I'm getting with this, like, kind of, this 4 of Cups. It feels like something or someone isn't recognizing the value in you. That's why I say wounded mother. It's just that expectation of, like, mom will take care of it. I could say with, like, wounded father as well, you know, non-gendering it. But it's like, you know, like, I expect that of you. Like, have my meal ready, woman. You know, that kind of a vibe. It's just like your value is not being seen, but you can. see it, and in order to help other people more, you have to see it. And then it feels like I hide behind material things in the crow. I'm getting this energy of being the crow, and when you see something that could be useful to you or another person, especially you right now, just kind of with your beak be like, "Arr!" Grab it and like put it in your little stash, your little bower, your little savings place, your little secret hidey hole kind of a thing.
Honestly, the food is not saying much to me.
Oh, I was gonna say what
okay.
it... Oh,
Okay.
no, no. Like, I always want you to add in.
No,
like,
I just wanted to... Sorry, what?
No.
I just wanted to say that for me, the star in this deck, it's like... I was listening to you and thinking, it's like you're waiting for someone to tell you that you're a star and you're bright. And you're like, oh, please tell me that I am. Please validate me. And it's like, no, like it's already there. Like just get up, you know, and... I don't know.
No, I get
Why
that.
I'm so harsh with this mirror.
I know, I'm like telling them like hide your wealth. Like
I did like just drop it. I'm like
I know.
Just
I was
get
like,
up
this
and
doesn't
I'm
sound
like,
nice. Yeah.
yeah. Well,
No, I like that you said that because it's kind of hard. It's like when you have a heart like that and you know that you would do more and you can give, then count yourself as something incredibly important rather than waiting for the ones who are just taking and grabbing from you and not recognizing the value of it. Like, you know, that's Four of Cups vibes.
And the Fool card?
The Fool card is be on your way with new projects once you have the resources that you need to be able to do them. Like literally like help different people, help new people, build a community center, start assisting the homeless. Like it's just like there are people who aren't appreciating your services and are like, I want to say like, no, that feels harsh. It feels harsh. Like, I don't know, it's just kind of like you taking you for granted. So there's this energy like Serena was saying with like the star card of don't take yourself for granted. Like it's I love having these kinds of conversations with nurses. I've met so many nurses and I love telling them, I'm like, you guys are the backbones of the entire medical operation. Whenever I'm in like a hospital, I'm like, nurses are so nice and I need their emotional qualities. And so then the star card, I think I say that to the nurses so that I can be some kind of a mirror of like, love yourself because I know I need you. And if I need you, then I need you to love yourself. Does that make sense? Because then it's like you have these other things that like other projects, other things that you can do with who you are, like that gorgeous energy that you have to give and to heal and to provide.
Do you want to pull a card from this? Maybe. Oh, you already have it.
I do. Okay. Do you want me to pull another card? Tell me.
Yes.
I was like, use authority. If you, Serena, her authority is growing. I'm just gonna announce that. Like,
now I feel super exposed. But
I'm like, watch this space. It'll be Ooh.
What is it?
Just want to show them this.
I'm so attracted to you. I wish I had treated you better. The first one.
Oh.
Get the first one.
Oh, I feel like it's the energy of like. Okay, I feel like this is one of those annoying little messages of like if they adopt. Okay, it's twofold. I just like made my faces and they'll get it. Group one will get it. That I'm so attracted to you is this energy of what you are about to do, that Fool card energy. It's something new, giving to new people, providing different resources in a way that's beneficial for you to be shining and appreciated. And, you know, the nurse who knows that they're really fucking appreciated, that kind of a thing, rather than taken for granted. And it feels like this energy of where you're operating from right now, that pattern, those people, it feels like in time maybe, or just is this energy, this card is saying like it's right there, I wish I had treated you better, is like they're not treating you well. I also saw that kind of a bitchy kind of a message of like in time, the ones who are taking you for granted or just like kind of using you and expecting it to be there, in time they'll be having this kind of energy toward you. because they'll see you being able to be like, I don't know, like the nurses, I keep going to nurses, but like, you know, they get taken for granted because they're like, you know, they're not doctors or something like that. But then like if nurses are more appreciated, like shown for the truth of what they actually are, like I want to use a specific example of something. I met a whole bunch of nurses that were a part of some like it's too specific, but like nurses were being honored like in the medical profession like far more, and I encountered that. And then it's like, oh, now you're cool. Oh, now other people are seeing you as cool. Oh, now I feel bad about it, you know?
Okay.
What do you think?
Yeah, it makes me feel of the star again, what I said with the star card.
Yeah. How do you guys feel? How did this all resonate? Because I think we're finished.
Yeah.
These are your messages. You can tell us how you feel in the comments. Yes, and if you like this video and if it genuinely has helped you, give it that thumbs up and subscribe, all those beautiful things. I'm including a link to Serena's.
Yeah, guys, I'm an astrologer. I'm not a tarot reader, and it shows. But I'm trying. This is fun, you know?
Yeah.
And also, show up to the next tarot gathering if you want.
Yes, Serena has been showing up to the group tarot. So if you're interested in reading tarot at any level, and if you want to hang out with other tarot readers and like we read together, we read for each other so you can practice. It's a safe space. Yeah. You can head to the link to see when the next one is. And like I said, you can be a reader of any level, any kind of divination tool. It doesn't have to be specifically tarot. Bring your tool, bring like a question or an area of focus that you'd like to receive some readings on, because you'll get readings from several different people all at one time. But yeah, and then also Serena has some links. She does evolutionary astrology. I met her when she offered to do a reading for me, and it was, I praise it. It was one of those like things that was really, really high value for me in terms of like spiritual and health-wise significance. So I highly recommend it. Head to the links for Serena in the description of this video. And yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Love you.
We love you.
I know. Okay, bye. Bonjour, beautiful humans. In group number 2, you were drawn to the Aquarius card. And it says innovative. Why can't I ever say rational? Humanitarian. There are several people I've known who comment on why I can't say rational. So these are your messages all about a pattern, a negative pattern you have in your life right now, how we can shift it, some kind of guidance for like a different pattern to move into, all about this like kind of Aquarian energy that we're feeling and sensing. Serena and I have gotten cards, and we're gonna tell you or focus on what is this negative pattern first, and then we'll draw cards on a different pattern, something that you can step into and approach right now and have an awareness of. So okay.
So I have the Queen of Cups and the World. And the things that I was feeling right away was like not knowing how to belong to something, or to manifest something, or to be part of something, or to include your own emotional world and reality into something else, like others, the world, like how to integrate yourself in something. That's all I have, guys. I mean,
no, you said
but
that.
That's
and
what
then
I felt, yeah.
Yeah, and then like right before we hit record, she was saying that. I was like, ooh, start with that, because my 3 cards and then also this Aquarius energy, it's all swirling around. I was like, yeah, that makes sense. And that builds on with these cards, many paths. I wonder if you were happy without me, and the Tower card in this deck, and all of this kind of stuff swirling together, is it feels as if you're in a pattern of kind of letting other people make your decisions for you. Maybe without realizing it, maybe without recognizing it, perhaps because you rely on maybe emotional services or servicing. I don't really know what that is, but like that's coming through. More than being rational. Like I really feel like you all have, I don't want to jump ahead to like, you know, what you can do instead, but I really feel like group 2, you all have a completely innovative and like, I want to say conceptualizing mind that is really freaking cool. You might have had some experiences in your lives, group 2, where those experiences or those people have led you to think less of your intellect, intelligence, or the way your brain works, especially if you are neurodivergent or have any kind of diagnosis, that is having you use your intelligence less, your wisdom less, your thoughts and your words a lot less. And so then you might rely on emotional kinds of things. You might rely on other people making decisions for you. You might be submissive when you would rather be active or something like that. There's a pattern of some kind of like how you relate to other people and how you let them or that dictate your world, your choices, your path. I'm hearing your flooring. It's almost as if like in order to gain solid footing, you're gonna have to make the floor yourself. I don't know what that is. It's very weird. Yeah. Yeah, like there's something about the Tower card, like this pattern might always lead you into some kind of catastrophe because effectively you're never fully showing up as who you are in the full scope of who you are. It's like your sheer brilliance or the nature of you and your innovation and your curiosities and how you are different or wild, weird alien, crystal human.
I was thinking like, I think they think that they miss some kind of ingredient, but they have it already.
Oh.
Yeah.
I like that being there. It feels like it feels like this is the negative pattern that you're in. You already have the ingredient and somehow you're behaving as if you're missing it, and so then you're just kind of operating from watery water and just kind of like tuning yourself in
maybe
emotionally.
what seems like safe or comfortable or known.
Yeah.
You know, like this I can control because I know this and this I have.
Yeah. I want to say I can relate to this, but at the same time, I had way too many instances where my intellect was valued. So then, like, I can relate to, like, being watery water for a lot of reasons, just to get along. But, I mean, it does lead to this, doesn't it? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, we're going to pause the video. Do you have anything else?
No.
Okay, and now we're going to get some cards about a different path. A different path.
Yeah.
You get to be as incredible as you are. Hold on. Hi, we're back.
We're back.
We have a different pattern now. And again, Serena just said something like really good, so.
So I was feeling, then I will show the cards, but I will forget. So I was feeling like you're maybe stuck in a state of apathy because somehow you learned that showing some parts of yourself wasn't safe. And you're like longing for being more maybe expressive and open about the whole reality of who you are, but you're like somehow neglecting yourselves and putting like strong walls. And that's what I feel. I have the Hermit card and the Star card, and also the 4 of Cups and the 9 of Wands. And for me, it feels like a rejection of self in some kind of way. But I can see the desire for maybe being seen and being more expansive.
Yeah, I can build on that because like so much of what she just said.
But I think it's related to the pattern, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. This is so like the new pattern that I'm seeing, like this is Page of Cups. Hold on. The new pattern that I'm seeing, as Serena just said, is almost spiraling inward rather than outward right now. This is the suggestion to kind of like bring, I don't know, I'm hearing this energy of bring you to the earth, bring you to ground. It's almost like stabilize yourself first before relating to others.
This is so the World card and the Queen of Cups, like
yeah,
I don't know.
It's this energy of like I don't know, it feels like terraforming or world building, honestly. Like it's this energy of like maybe you have been fitting in, whereas actually you're supposed to be the thing that builds the world that we occupy. You cool with something that big? Because your next card is Pachamama. It's just kind of like this gentle, creative, creational source kind of energy that wants to be the pattern of your life right now. And I'm feeling like all of Serena's cards were pointing to it is best for you to go it alone and test out the others to see if they are aware of this kind of creational energy coming through you. Like if you are the kind of starseed, crystalline, indigo child kind of thing, are they going to try and put you in a mold and in a box? You can't. And you're going to have to like feel that. And that's, I feel like this kind of thing, the 4 of Cups and the 9 of Wands, you actually, like, I'm feeling this energy of in this new pattern. If you feel it, you can tell that people, like, I don't know, it's like, look for harmony, and if it isn't there, like harmony with you, all of you, who you are, if it isn't there, then just like kind of uphold your sense of self, because you are effectively terraforming. It feels like you're kind of, this new pattern is you go out on a limb for us by being the wild and the weird, and then once you show us that, we are gonna think it's cool, and then we're all gonna come like flooding to you and being like, thank you for world building for us, because you had the courage to do it and we didn't. This last card is I wish I could share my good news with you.
I mean, the Queen of Cups and the World card is like build a world around your own sensitivity, like make
so good.
Don't try to fit, but to, I don't know, like make your world according to yourself to fit and to support and to hold you and yourself.
Build a world around your own sensitivity. Yeah, because a lot of the world that I've lived through has told me that I'm not allowed to be so sensitive, or will make fun of me if I cry at a card. Like, that's just so sweet, or anything like that. I'm very, very sensitive. Build a world around your sensitivity, and then once you terraform it, once you pachamama that shit, then you share your good news, and then I swear I feel like there's, in this new pattern, I love that you said that. I swear I feel as if people will come like flooding, because again, it takes courage. I don't know, living so sensitive in a world that can feel so harsh. Do you mind if I say this? Is it yesterday when we were walking through the city and we saw the soldiers? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that hurt. I'm like way too sensitive to be that close to that kind of easy violence. It scared me. So yeah, I mean, like, building a world around your own sensitivity and then somehow doing something to, like, or just existing, being who you are, and then I swear, people are gonna just want to occupy that sensitive world. I feel like I'm talking, you are the Aquarius card, so I feel like I'm talking all galactic and like extraterrestrial, and I'm like swimming in the soup of the ether or something. I
mean, for me, it's like they are not supposed to fit anywhere. They're supposed to build their own world and their own group and their own tribe, you know? It's very Aquarian.
And it's interesting because these cards, they kind of point to like, if there is sweetness there, then yay, but if there isn't sweetness there, then you know, like it's just like, I kind of want to say in this new pattern, don't let a single thing, including yourself, numb you. Don't let anything like dull your sharp edges, or allow you, or tell you have to be sharp when you're very curvy. Don't let that kind of stuff happen. It's easier said than done. But I almost feel like I don't know, the malaise, the apathy is something to defend against. You will feel sensitive. You will cry. You won't numb. Yeah. I don't know, I feel like I'm floating right now, and I feel like I want to find more words, but I know that's it. I know, I'm like, that's it, that's your message. I'm pretty sure you're gonna build the new world, new words. Yeah, and I'll witness them someday. So yeah, is there anything else to add?
No, I think it's a pretty cool message.
I know, I love that you added the thing in about the sensitive. That matters a whole lot, so thank you. Thank you for being a sensitive Aquarian soul. You don't have to be an Aquarius, you're just like here in the age of Aquarius, and I get it. Okay, so that's what we have for you. If you like this video, Give it a thumbs up. Click on the subscribe button, comment below. Also, in the description of this video, I have the link to Serena's business, Cozzmic Blue. She's an astrologer. She does evolutionary astrology. She teaches astrology as well. She is incredible. I love her. Do you want to? Yeah, no, I was just like, really. I don't know, I just want to like sing your praises, and then like she did a reading for me, and I've already sung the praises of it on this channel quite a few times because it stands out as something that's one of the most beneficial things that I've received, so I highly recommend it. And then yes, check out the links that I have in the description of this video for the tarot offerings, including the link to the next group tarot gathering. Serena, she attends those. We all get together. You can be a reader of any divination tool at any level. It's a safe space. Bring your tool of choice. Bring something that you would like to receive a reading on, because we all read for each other. That's what we do there. It's very simple, very pure, very cool. So head to the link and see when the next one is. You can sign up, but that's it. Yeah. We love you.
We love you.
Bye. Bye. Bonjour, beautiful humans, and in group number 3, in group 3, you all were drawn to the Psyche card. So these are your messages about, sorry, right away, we got the cards and we were just sitting here and I feel something and it's related to your message. So it's hard for me to talk right now. These are your messages about a pattern, a negative pattern that you stuck in, and we have some cards about that. And then we're going to get some cards about what is a different pattern that you can step into right now that would be healthy, healing, helpful, get you further, stuff like that. You were drawn to the Psyche card. It says soul, consciousness, mind. And then we're feeling this energy. We're feeling something.
The first thing I was feeling is that this is huge, and I think that you're already aware of this pattern, like maybe something that you've been trying to break for a long time, or something that you're still like trying, but you need maybe more guidance because you tried and you tried. You tried, but it's like I had the Moon card and the Fool and the 8 of Cups. Yeah. And it seems like, for me, it's like you've been trying many times in your path to maybe get away from this pattern or break a cycle that keeps repeating itself. And maybe you did a lot of things to become more aware of something that was really like rooted in your unconscious, like a very strong pattern, maybe related to your family or something. Let's see, who knows.
Okay, so the way I'm feeling is kind of uncomfortable and unpleasant, and it feels like oh my god, even to the point of how tired I feel. Okay, it feels the way that I have felt when I have done deep spiritual things, like deep hypnosis and breath work and plant medicine. It feels like that kind of like, I don't know how to describe it, but if you have done things like that, it feels like this kind of like deep kind of like physical sensation of tingling, and it's putting me deep and dark, and then I'm feeling physical fatigue.
But this is the sign, this is a symbol also for Neptune, which is the unconscious and drugs and yeah, like
what I'm sensing, like with what Serena had said, and then these cards is like really quick. I'm going to show you the cards first. We have the Journey as well. It's just so significant, the owl right there, and the surrender to wisdom. Like all 3 of those things that I just mentioned were spiritually significant experiences that I have had, where like there's almost a physical surrender to wisdom in them. And then we have the Crow, as well as I wish I could share my good news with you, and you were the best thing in my life. And then we have the Hanged Man here, and I feel like to summarize all of the energy in these cards, like that feels like the cycle that you're in or the pattern that you're in is I hate it when like the words feel like they're like shitty or bitchy, where they're like offensive, but it feels as if what your pattern is carry on eating. like you're picking a carcass and not really realizing that you can move on, or maybe that's not even the diet that you need. It feels like this situation is well picked over, and what it feels like is you're doing this thing where you're kind of always in the exact same spot with it, and then you might take 2 steps back because there's something about regret. Huge amounts of regret, I feel like, are involved in this pattern, and the regret has you take 2 steps back, and then something can occur through a whole lot of effort that has you take 2 steps forward, and you get excited about it because it feels like progress, and then something occurs to bring you right back to the you're literally, I see this energy of someone standing on a carcass, and they're like taking 2 steps over here, which is further back, but then they like try to get, and they always just keep like jumping around and pretty much staying in the exact same spot on the carcass. Yeah? Oh my God, I hate feeling, I feel like I need to like rest because I just had, you know, breath work session or something like that. I want to get this out of my body. But it just feels like you take the 2 steps back primarily because of regret. And I guess regret is the best way, the simplest way of saying it. And then you do a lot, or you have to do a lot to bring yourself at least back to that steady state of operating where you were before the challenge of regret and things like that took you back. And then you can progress, but then something will knock you back, maybe knock you all the way back, you know, something like that. That feels like a pattern, and it's just like you're not moving and you keep trying to pick over the carcass of something that's long past, long done, long dead, like an old relationship, and trying to figure out what went wrong, you know, but it's still an old relationship. Yeah, I know this isn't easy. Let's do this. Okay. We're going to try to find out how to break that pattern. Yes. We're gonna pause the video. I'm gonna try and, I don't know, I guess I'll eat this Spanish fruit. Get this out of me, and then
we'll... paraguayos. If anyone knows Spanish, paraguayos. She bought paraguayos.
It's like a peach.
It's delicious.
Yeah. So we're gonna get new cards, and we're gonna show you a different pattern that you can step into. One that will get you off the carcass or burn it. Okay. Hi, we're back. I ate some fruit. I have some cards, and so does Serena. Okay. The first card is the Mystical Shaman, as well as I Wish I Had Treated You Better. And then we have the Page of Pentacles and the 8 of Wands, and all I'm hearing is extraction. There's something that you need to get out of you. Like, take it out of you. And develop a pattern of doing things like that. That sounds very dramatic. Like, you get your appendix removed because it's gonna burst or something like that. But yeah, no. I'm a tarot reader, not a doctor. It's this energy of like, you're going to need to clear some things out of your system, like tar, it feels like, or I'm not the kind, I allow for a whole lot, like aliens and earth beings and anything, but it feels like that kind of a thing of you've got something inside of you, like an entity or something like that. I allow that. I don't have any experience with that, like personally, like an entity and an exorcism. But it feels like you need to extract something, and there are very like non-mystical ways to do something like that through diet, awareness of devotional discipline toward health, and it being clear. Like, you could go on a cleanse, but literally there's a reason why everything always recommends visiting a doctor before you do something like that. So, you know, I'm a tarot reader, completely unregulated. But this Mystical Shaman and I Wish I Had Treated You Better is there's something inside of you that needs to get out of you. You can poop it out, you can puke it out, you can rest it out, you can love it out. There are infinite ways to be able to do this. Like, I talk a lot about my health patterns, including the way that I eat, because that's how I got a lot of shit out. But I mean, like, it just really feels like the pattern is to focus on that, and then comes the ability to transcend and to move on. Look at this. Look at this Page of Pentacles. It's like, now that I am clear and vibrant, I am ready for my journey. I have my, you know, have you guys seen Wonka? where the first song, he's singing like, I've got 12 silver sovereigns in my pocket. Yeah, that's the energy of this. And a hat full of dreams. Yeah. And then here we go. Let's go. These are two like travel-y kind of cards, a movement. And the Eight of Wands, I feel like this pattern is like, when clear, things move. You actually move, and it might scare you. Like I said, your like carcass is stuck. Yeah, and this new pattern is if you get the tar out of you and the shit out of you in any way, a good therapist, anyway, then you'll start to move so quickly that it'll feel disorienting because so many things are possible. Yeah, and then your two cards.
So for me, I was feeling before, like when I was shuffling, before getting the cards, I was feeling like you have to let go of something, but it might be too painful because you're still attached to something. And maybe you're not fully aware of that attachment.
Now they might be.
Now they might be. But yeah, it's like it would be too painful to let go of something and to grieve something. And I was getting these two cards, which were like the Knight of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles, and it didn't make like sense at all. In fact, I'm going to ask you what it is for you, but for me, the only thing that I was sensing with all the shuffling and this, it's like there has to be like a process of really letting go of something that is already dead and to bury something in the ground. Like maybe it takes time, but you have to get rid of the dead body. It's like super like, why do I say that? But you know, it's like an attachment to something.
You made me think of a show that I just watched like over the course of a year, because the flight that I took, it was on the flight, and I can never sleep on flights, so I watched the last 2 episodes of it. I forget what it's called, but it has Kate Winslet in it, and she's like a monarch of a middle European country. It's like fictional, but like she keeps her dad's decaying body.
It's something like that.
Yeah,
allow yourself to feel the grief of, you have to let go of that attachment, and it's going to be, but
I appreciate you and your cards so much, because I feel as if like I'm recovering right now. I know you guys, that's why I'm eating the fruit. Like instantly when I started to draw cards, I'm like, I hate this. And now I'm trying to get it out of me. And so then when I just did this, I'm like, extract it.
Yeah.
Your gentleness and these 2 cards and the kindness of an extraction process, like all of them take some time. All of them take care.
There is a funeral, and you cry in the funeral, and then you bury the body. This is, I don't know why this example. Yeah.
No.
This is the example. And it's a process.
I know, and I really, really, really appreciate you doing that, because otherwise I'm just like, bleh, I'm not happy.
But what is it for you, like this?
No, for me, like, I would have like added it somewhere in there, but like I knew that you would have it. What it is, you said that, and then I was like, thank you, because otherwise I feel like my message was like too urgent or bitchy or like tired. Yours, like the Knight of Discs or Pentacles, is this like, we're gonna do this with conscious awareness. We're gonna do this slowly. Like I talk about my food journey all the time, but I didn't just stop totality of eating M&Ms because I had an emotional attachment to them. I know, and peanut M&Ms specifically.
I love that example.
I know. So I had to like allow myself to literally grieve the process. Now I'm disgusted by them. That's not a lie. It's not just me being like, M&Ms, I'm so good at eating. No, I actually am. But at the time, so then when I was eating healthy, it took me, I want to say maybe a whole year or 2 to like progressively release and progressively do it. And all the time focusing on my awareness of building, the clearing, and the health. And that's what it feels like. From Knight of Pentacles process to King of Pentacles prosperity and posterity. you know, overall physical health and well-being, and allowing the death process to occur.
And I think time is very important because those two cards are pentacles and they are related to earth. And it's like, yeah, time.
Especially if we're dealing with your physical body. My physical body has been very involved in your reading. If we're dealing with your physical body and physical reality.
But I think, because before I think I got like the Fool, and you were saying things like, I don't know, maybe you're aware of something and you just want to get rid of it, just like Erica said and was expressing, and it's like,
do you think I can put this in the street? There's a human, never mind.
Do you think she can?
I'm not. I don't know the rules in France.
So it's like maybe you tried to just get rid of some things like very quickly, like very like with the full energy, and it's like, no, use like more earth and time.
Ooh, again, thank you.
In fact, you were the full energy, like I'd be like, yes, get rid of that.
Yeah.
And
God, I'm so glad you did that. No, because I wanted to. No,
because they want to. They want to get rid of that.
Maybe that's what. Oh, thank you. Maybe that's what's causing and creating the old pattern of the pendulum and never getting off the carcass.
Yeah, it's like you can get rid of that, but you have to allow yourself. It has to be something that you let go, not something that you just rip out of you.
And I said extract.
Yeah, it's like a conscious process, you know, like. Because if you just extract it, it feels like you haven't processed like the whole depth of it, and I don't know, the whole internal experience and the whole things that you have to learn in this process.
Yeah, it's the mystical shaman. That and any of those kinds of spiritual experiences that I've had, it's usually several days, weeks, months, years later that I'm still processing what occurs. With them, through them, after them. It takes its time.
Yeah, be able to hold that, to hold the experience in time. A mosquito bite me. Yeah.
We could tell a lot about our journey so far. And the mosquitoes.
We should do, people. I mean, well, you're going back to America, but we should do like vlog stuff.
Yeah.
Because we want to. Maybe.
Yesterday I drove on a bike path and we were yelled at by a German man.
Turns out that I understand angry German. I'm learning German, but he was so angry because we were in the bike trail.
Yes, in a car. And he's like, what do you want?
What do you want? And he was saying that it was forbidden, and yeah.
I know, he's like, it is forbidden what you are doing.
Him. Yeah.
I know, and I said I feel stupid. Okay, yeah, but our journey has been fun. Okay. Your journey is meant to be healthy and light and loving and stuff like that. So hopefully we've gotten you there. How do you feel? Because we're at the end of your messages. If this has helped you, then thumbs up, subscribe, comment below. Also check out the links in the description of this video because Serena's offerings are there. She runs a business, Cosmic Blue. She is an astrologer. She teaches it, and she also does readings. She does evolutionary astrology. She's quite a good teacher. Like every time I'm together, like I'm learning, she's learning, so it's a really nice. I'm like all nice, lots of gratitude. So yeah, check that out. I also like to praise. She did a reading for me with evolutionary astrology, and it was one of like my most helpful things that I have received, like healing wise and information wise. So I highly recommend it. And then also there's a link to my tarot offerings. There's a link to the next group tarot gathering. Serena tends to be there. Yeah. If you are a reader, she tends to. I mean, you don't have to, but like.
Yeah, no, I mean, I will be in the next one.
Yes. If you are a reader.
Sorry.
If you are a reader of any kind of divination tool, it doesn't have to be tarot. You can do oracle decks or pendulum or anything like that.
Oh, that's so cool.
I know, isn't it? Show up with your tool. You can be a newbie. It's okay. We're really, safe place. Wise people, loving people. And then also show up with something that you'd like to receive a reading on, because you're going to receive a reading from other readers and then practice giving your reading to other readers. That's what we do. If that sounds like something you'd like to attend, head to the link. And that's it. We're done. We love you.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye. happens
Bonjour.
in group 4. Wait, what is 4? 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3, 4.
4. You are the Leo group, and it says courageous, regal, and loyal. And so here are your messages all about a pattern that's quite negative right now. We're going to focus on that first. What can we do to break the pattern, show you a different pattern? That's what we're going for in this reading, one that would be healthier, get you the love and the support and everything that you want, that kind of a thing. So first we drew some cards, Serena and I drew some cards about, oh, there it is. Wow, that's so funny that I just, yeah, okay, it fits with your reading. I was like, where's that card? Oh my God, I know that doesn't make sense yet, but
we haven't seen any card.
It's all here in my brain. Or I don't even know if it's my brain. I don't even know what I'm using when I channel. But anyway, yes, we have cards for you all about a pattern right now. We're going to focus on that. Then we'll pause the video and we'll get cards about a different pattern that you can step into right now with awareness, okay? So,
3 of Swords and Page of Swords. So 3 of Swords, it's basically like, in this pattern, you are hurting yourself. It's like pretty clear in the 3 of Swords. It's like, you're the one who's, hurting yourself. Oh my God, that was so clever. I would just repeat my own.
You are a group 4. I say this all the time when I'm recording. Like the last group is always like the last child. You get the most relaxed parenting from me. Like in the readings, we've already done the other groups. Group 1 is always like first child, and I'm tense. And then group 4, I'm like, you guys are cool and it's fine and we're great and just go to the movies with your friends. I trust you. So yes, those cards. I have the Sun card. And I also have the 9 of Cups, while I also have the Smoky Mirror, and that was the one that I was like, where did that even go? And I have, we both know I am not the one for you. I'm getting the energy that in relationships, circumstances, situations, you keep the peace by glossing over certain things, or like you might like hide certain aspects. It really feels like much more of like, everybody be happy, kind of like in Inside Out, in the first one, Joy. She's like, happiness, joy is the best thing. Everybody loves joy.
It's not what you think sometimes. It's not your truth.
Ooh, yeah. I'm feeling that kind of energy like big time. Yeah. Whereas in like, you might cover up. The Smoky Mirror. Okay. I'm seeing something like the fact that it was down here. I'm like, where did that go? It's that energy of like a kid who covers up their face and you're like, you can't see me. You know, like there's this energy of this pattern that you have is you will do what it takes, you know, to gloss over and to keep the peace in your work situation. I really feel that, you know, because your finances are tied to it, but like, it's just you're playing unawares when you are very awares. And that's why this Smoky Mirror, it's like nobody can actually really see you because you don't want people to. You keep the mirror smoky. Also, you don't want them to see themselves in you, because then if you reflect back at them how they are treating you or how they're treating the situation, then it would cause chaos and calamity, or maybe something like this. We both know I am not the one for you. Like if you spoke up at work, you might get fired kind of stuff. That 3 of Swords is the crane wife. She has like a secret, but she wants to, okay, so she's like a shapeshifter.
Sorry, it's not that card.
Oh. Okay.
Take it.
She's here. Well, that is perfect as well. But she's a shapeshifter. This is the crane wife. So, I mean, like, she's a crane as her natural form, but she's being a human woman so that she can have a family and be married. And there's something about, like, she puts up with and sacrifices a whole lot. And, like, something, like, where she uses her feathers to weave into fabric. So she cuts them off of her own body. Like, you see the blood. But she tells her husband, like, I'll go into this room at night, never open the door. Like, she keeps a secret about what she's doing. Like, her husband isn't fully able to provide for them for some reason. So then, like, she's afraid that then everything will fall apart. So she goes ahead and she's like cutting off her own feathers and creating cloth that she gives to her husband to sell at the market. But then one night, like she's slowly depleting in health. And one night he gets so concerned because he loves her so much that he does open the door and he sees what she's doing. Like she partially transforms into the crane so that she can have her feathers and she cuts them off. And then by doing that, then it would like broke the spell that she had to where she could be a human, and then she transformed back into a crane and she had to fly away. And so then I'm getting this energy of you're in a pattern that's trying to effectively keep the marriage together. But the reality that you're hiding, you know, smoky mirror, is something that might cause it all to fall apart. So I feel like that's the negative pattern.
Yeah.
That was a lot. I said a lot.
I mean, everything you said about this story, it's like the same thing we were saying.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
it's a good deck.
Yeah.
It's a very good deck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We're going to pause this. This feels intense. We're going to pause this and we're going to get some fresh cards to show you a different path. And I'm really excited about that because this doesn't feel easy. Okay. We'll be back.
Maybe I ramble a bit, but I have the 5 of Swords, the Knight of Wands, and the 9 of Wands. I feel like you have to become, like, build a relationship with a part of you that feels uncomfortable of hurting others and uncomfortable of this like win-lose situation, because maybe you think that by being honest you're hurting other people, and it's like maybe you see yourself like this, you know, like, yeah, I'm just crushing you with brutal honesty and you're, yeah. And I think that it's about getting more comfortable with, oh, okay, so understanding that those are their feelings, and this makes me think also about establishing boundaries and to, yeah, and they are on fire. It's like, wow, like they can have their own opinions and space and truths. It feels like aggressive, or like it's everything can end in an argument or something. So maybe it's about learning how to do that in a way that feels safe, you know, while getting comfortable, honoring your own space and your own like property, like your own house, your own physical body, your own what.
Oh no, it's easy. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. The one that fell was this. Feeling like the new path is you don't have to be a hero of saving the situation or saving them.
It's like in this card, it's like, yeah.
I forgot I was holding that.
Very Leo energy as well.
Oh my god, that's right. Courage. Oh, I forgot about the Leo. Like, I feel like you thought that the courage was I'll just hold everything together.
And also it says loyal.
What? I forgot about the Leo
like
thing.
Loyal. It's like you try to keep things together in harmony, like being loyal to people and situations, even when everything is on fire and like completely like violating your...
Yeah. You know that card is Vasilisa the Wise? And you know that story?
I don't know that story, no.
It's very similar to Cinderella, where Vasilisa's mother dies, and before she dies, she gives Vasilisa this little doll, and the doll is a totem of Vasilisa's intuition. And then the dad remarries an evil stepmother with 2 stepsisters that like literally abuse Vasilisa, and her dad dies, you know, Cinderella. But there's Baba Yaga in it. And then Vasilisa is like so abused, and then she tries to keep the peace by being like kind and pure, you know, Cinderella shit. And then
it makes a lot of sense. I mean,
the stepmother and the stepsisters just so badly want to get rid of Vasilisa that they send her into the forest with an impossible task to, I think it is literally like, I forget what the task is, but it's something like they send her into the forest because they want her to get trapped by Baba Yaga. But Vasilisa has that intuition kind of a thing, And she uses that doll, like asks it, you know, what would you do? And it helps her with like the tasks that Baba Yaga signs her up for. And then Vasilisa comes out of there wiser, stronger, more aware of herself. And Baba Yaga gives her one of these skulls and to take home. She takes it home. I think they sent her into the woods to get like fire or something. I don't know what it is. I forgot that part. But she takes it home, and then like the skull burns the mother and the step. I'm bad at the details. Something like the skull, because it's magical, it's Baba Yaga's skull. It, like, they become so afraid of it, and then it like burns them up, and that kind of solves Vasilisa's problems in a way. But it feels very like also disloyal. Yeah, I know. It's pretty perfect, isn't it? I have cards. There's Thunder as your first card. So basically, I'm getting the energy kind of like the Crane Wife, kind of like Vasilisa. There's something that is likely to occur, needing to occur, having to occur to kind of like break the energy apart. Like you know, like a thunderstorm. It can feel so good sometimes. Like, oh, I just needed the air to just like shift and crack open, kind of a thing. So I feel like this new path is allowing.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm hearing like, sorry, like building a new relationship with conflict and with fire.
That.
You know?
I love that. It feels like with the Crane Wife, the door has to be open, and if that you know, if the spell that you cast kind of a thing has to like break apart because of that, like the husband needs to know, like, because he loves you, kind of a thing. And like Vasilisa, like she's just being abused kind of a thing. That like there's something about like the thing that is like the smoky mirror kind of a thing. Like it has to come through. It has to come out. Oh, the Five of Swords. I was saying this earlier. I love to say this. Like, I love when a relationship can handle Five of Wands energy. Like there's conflict, and not have to turn it into Five of Swords energy where, well, I won that conflict. You lost. You know,
I think that you already know, like, I don't know, I wouldn't say that normally. Like, choose the right people, choose your battles, choose, like, you already know with that inner intuition, like, where to spend your fire and your energy and where not to.
I have these next three cards. Yeah, the Leo energy with courageous, regal, loyal. It feels like these cards that we have now are trying to paint a new pattern of what that even looks like. Hiding things, keeping secrets, and or secrets being kept from you, or you disillusioning yourself to pretend as if being kind in a situation where you have such toxicity aimed at you, like with Vasilisa and her step things. Like all of that kind of stuff is that smoky mirror stuff. What is right away happening in your reading with this new pattern is that, like, let it all be seen. Yeah, let it all happen. Yeah. And it feels as if then after the storm comes the ability to establish new loyalties and to establish your part in them as someone who needs to be able to light a way, who needs to be able to shine, who needs to be able to not have to placate or diminish or, you know, hide different parts of yourself. Look at this Queen of Wands, like very, very confident, like very, very on display. I think she's Leo energy. She's also Aries energy, but it's Six of Cups, Queen of Wands, and the timing just wasn't right for us. And it feels like there's like a difference in how you spend your time, but also the timing just wasn't right for us is something about, I honestly feel as if nothing, okay, to summarize it all, like to put it all into some kind of a single kind of a sentence kind of a thing, this new path feels like right now, let it all kind of not necessarily fall apart, but right now stop with the smoky mirror thing kind of a thing. Right now step into the energy of opening the door. Right now step into the energy of like the lightning strike in the thunder and the conflict that you have been avoiding. It's right now. And then comes the ability to rebuild things with greater care. like a different kind of loyalty, not the loyalty that you're working with
really
right now.
Important, like building new loyalties.
Yes, maybe even redefining it, because like a loyalty that the crane wife had or the loyalty that Vasilisa has, they're different. Those two stories. Vasilisa has a loyalty to who she considers her family because they're the only family she has left, but they are certainly disloyal and it's hurting the shit out of her. And the crane wife, like her husband has loyalty to her. He doesn't want her to be hurt, but then this whole secret kind of a thing. There are things that have to, you know, fall apart, be faced, be seen for what they are. And it's right now, it's the thunder, it's the lightning, it's the conflict. And then from there, once things are seen, once things are said, once things are shown, then new loyalty can occur. Then more honest things can happen. And it might not be so hard because there's more of you that will be able to be shown and be seen. Remember how I was saying with that mirror thing? You don't want people to fully see you because then they would see themselves. This is the energy of people seeing you all the way. And it feels good. It feels kind. The Six of Cups almost shows this awareness of true loyalty.
I feel like you're protecting others, honestly. Like trying to protect others from the truth as well.
Yeah, I feel like you're using that smoky mirror and avoidance of truth to think that you're protecting others maybe, or to protect others. That's like the old habit. This is really like the mirror crashing down and breaking. Like you're not going to be able to use that tool anymore. If you step into this path, that's not a tool to use because it's actually quite disloyal to keep secrets or to lie or to pretend as if things don't hurt or to be obligated, gaslit into pretending as if things don't hurt. Yeah. It'll feel disloyal because it's breaking your current pattern of loyalty and it's going into one that is real, honest. Keeping secrets is never loyal. Maybe it is. I don't know. I said that with such confidence.
Like, ask yourself, like, what's loyalty? What does loyalty mean for you? Maybe.
Okay.
Really find that.
That is really good.
Yeah.
I was like, I can answer for me, and that feels really good. Yeah. Okay. Is that it? I don't know. I feel like we danced in a million directions, but that's the idea. Is like it feels like you only had one direction, and now it's like, we're not doing that anymore. Yeah, okay. How do you all feel? Ready? If you like this reading, go ahead and give it that thumbs up, subscribe, comment below, all those beautiful things. Also, I have a link for Cosmic Blue, Serena's astrology business. She's an astrologer. She does... sorry, I was like, did I say that right? Group 4! She's an astrologer. She does evolutionary astrology and she also teaches it. I have received a reading from her and it's one of the most valuable things that I have received that showed me about myself and it really helped give me some kinds of context. I'm telling the truth, it is one of the most valuable things that I have received. So then check her out, check out her links and her business. I highly recommend them. Also, the links that I have in the description of this video for some tarot offerings, including the link to the next group tarot gathering. Serena tends to be there.
Yeah.
If you are a reader at any level, you can be a total beginner. That's completely fine. We're a safe space. We're deeply intuitive and loving people. Go ahead, bring your tool or your deck. It can be any divination tool. If you read like astro dice, then there you go. If you read runes, bring them, or your tarot deck and what you would like to receive a reading on. Because what we do is we gather together over Zoom and we all give readings to each other. So you'll receive a reading from several different people and you'll be able to practice your craft for others. So if that sounds like something you'd like to do, head to the link, check out when the next one is. Otherwise, we're done.
Yeah, we're done.
And I love you.
Love you.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Au revoir.